Okay, let's be honest. How many times have you had a whole conversation in your head before it even happened? You imagine what they'll say, how you'll respond, how they will respond to your response. And suddenly, it's 2 hours later and you have made zero actual progress. Welcome to the club. Today we are talking about something almost everyone deals with, even the most confident, self-aware people: overthinking. Well, some people overthink more and some overthink less, obviously, but at some point we all overthink some situations or conversations, correct? So we are talking about overthinking today, but more importantly, how to stop it before it hijacks your peace, your time, and your sleep. Because overthinking isn't just thinking too much, it's a cycle. It's mental looping. It's trying to feel safe by analyzing everything down to the smallest detail. But spoiler alert, it doesn't work. So today, we are going to break down what overthinking really is and isn't, why your brain gets stuck in it, and 4 ways to interrupt that cycle when it starts. But right before we get into details, if you're new here, take a second to click on that subscribe button below so that you do not miss out on my future videos. Okay, let's go. Why we overthink? Let's start here because the brain thinks it's helping. Overthinking is usually just your brain trying to protect you. It goes, okay, something feels uncertain or risky. Let's play it out 40 different ways in advance so we don't get blindsided. It thinks it's helping you prepare, but what it is really doing is trapping you in mental rehearsals, like for things that haven't happened yet. Ever replay a text message 12 times before hitting send? Or worry that someone is mad at you because they used a period instead of an emoji? Yep, classic overthinking. And what is wild is that we often know we are spiraling, but we can't stop. Because our brains confuse overthinking with problem solving. So, okay, here is the difference. Problem solving has an end point. Overthinking just loops without resolution. Let's talk about text spirals. For instance, you text your friend, hey, want to grab lunch this weekend? And it's been 2 hours, let's say, and no reply. Immediately, your brain jumps in like a drama director and they say things like, oh, see, they are ignoring you. Did I do something wrong? They probably don't even like you anymore. Remember that one time in 2021 when you canceled plans last minute? This is probably karma. Your brain is creating all these scenarios and you are trying to figure out what's going on. Now, the logical part of you knows they are probably just busy. But the overthinking part, it's writing fan fiction of your friendship ending in slow motion. And here's the crazy part. You could have used that time to, eat something, stretch, live your life. But instead, your brain took a tiny gap in information and turned it into a full-on emotional crisis. Sound familiar? Another big trigger, decision making, the decision spiral. You ever spend an hour trying to pick a restaurant only to end up eating cereal on your couch? Well, overthinkers struggle with decision fatigue because every choice feels like it carries high stakes. You don't just ask, do I want to go to this party? You think, what if I don't go and people think I'm flaky? But what if I go and it's awkward? Okay, but if I go and I'm tired and I don't enjoy it and then I regret going, and then you just keep creating scenarios like that in your mind. And by the time you decide, you have mentally lived through every possible version of the event, and you're emotionally exhausted. That's the cost of overthinking. It doesn't prevent mistakes, it just makes you suffer twice. Okay, let's talk about how to break the cycle, how to interrupt overthinking. These are 4 tools, 4 things that actually work, not in theory though, but in real life. Okay, let me start with this one. Name the loop. Literally, say out loud or write down. I'm overthinking right now. Why? Because awareness interrupts autopilot. You pull your brain out of the loop and into observation mode. You can't change what you're not noticing, correct? So give it a name. Here is my, they are probably talking about me spiral again. Or, oh, they said this, but probably they meant something else in a sneaky way, spiral again. So know what kind of, thoughts you can come up with, what kind of spiral it is, and know that you are falling into that trap, you are falling into that spiral again. It's weirdly powerful to be aware that you are just overthinking that moment and it's a loop. 2. Ask, is this a problem I can solve right now? This one is clutch. Overthinking thrives on vague, unsolvable worries. So ask, is this something I can take action on right now? If yes, take action. If no, try saying, this is not something for me to fix right now. Say it to yourself. Give your brain permission to put it down. Think of it like a mental backpack you don't need to carry, all day. 3. Move your body. Not for the sake of exercise, but to reset your nervous system. Overthinking isn't just in your head, it's also in your body. So get up, shake your arms, take a walk, stretch. It sends a signal to your brain. We are not in danger. We can calm down. Some of my best mental clarity came not from journaling, but from walking aimlessly for 10 minutes. No podcast, no phone, just movement. 4. Talk to a grounded person. This one is gold. Don't isolate. When you're in a spiral, your thoughts feel true, but you gotta know that they are not always real. Talking to someone grounded gives you perspective. But again, don't just talk to anyone because they might misdirect you. So talking to someone grounded is what you need to do. Someone who really knows what they are talking about. So that's important. They'll remind you, no, your friend probably isn't ghosting you. She's just stuck in traffic. Sometimes hearing a calm voice is enough to snap you out of your own echo chamber. Here is something deep about this whole overthinking trap. Overthinking usually isn't about what you're thinking. It's about how safe you feel in the world. The real fear isn't that your friend didn't text back. It's that you'll be abandoned. The real fear isn't picking the wrong outfit. It's being judged or rejected. So overthinking becomes a form of emotional defense, but it ends up doing the opposite. It keeps us stuck, second-guessing ourselves and living in the future instead of the present. When you realize that, you stop trying to outthink your way to peace and start trying to feel safe enough to just be. So if your brain has been loud lately, I feel you. You're not broken, you're not too sensitive, you're not dramatic. You're just someone with a deep need for safety and certainty, living in a world that offers neither all the time. So give yourself grace, pause the loop, and ask, what would I do right now if I didn't need to figure out everything? Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can say to your own mind is, not right now. I am living, no time for overthinking right now. I'm just living and enjoying my life. Okay, friends, if this episode helped you untangle even one little mental knot, send it to someone who overthinks just like you. And don't forget to give the video a like so that it reaches out to more people who might need to hear it. We are all in this together. Talk soon.